Thank you very much. And let me start by repeating my name again. My name is Magzhan Ilassov. I just assumed my post as the ambassador of Kazakhstan to the United Kingdom. I actually landed 2 days ago in London, and yesterday was my first day in office, settling some household matters. And actually, this is my first official event as an ambassador. I'm very pleased and honored that we are celebrating today a very special cultural event, the presentation of the play Borte, Empress of the World, written by the renowned Kazakh dramaturgist and playwright Ilassov. And I think many of us and around the world know the name of Genghis Khan because he was a great conqueror. Some think he was a ruthless ruler. Some think he was an innovative war hero. And on the way here, actually, in the plane, I was reading this BBC World Histories magazine, a Kazakh edition, and there was an article called Genghis Khan is here a ruthless killer or one of the innovators of tactics. So, I mean, everyone writes about this man, but the truth is that in his life he was very much inspired and driven by the role of woman. And I personally read a lot of books about Genghis Khan written by Kalashnikov and Young, and there are manuscripts and archives, so it's proven, it's not a fiction, that his mother Oylun played an important role in bringing him up as a man, as an individual. And later his wife Borte was the inspiring star for him, and actually his first military campaign against the Merkits, the tribe that kidnapped Oylun, was because he wanted to get her back. So she's referred as the Helen of Troy of the steppes because of that beautiful young lady, Temujin, the future Genghis Khan, started his first campaign. She was a remarkable woman, and she saved his life literally many times, and she was his anchor and the most loyal friend in the times of the Game of Thrones of the steppe, where you can't trust anyone, but she was always with him. Sometimes difficult to judge about the events of the past in our part of the world because nomadic culture of all times was slightly indifferent towards documentary records, but very rich in terms of customs, traditions, and succession. And I subscribe under every word of this because I represent a Kazakh nation. We are rooting in nomadic culture. In nomadic culture, the role of woman was always very important, and women have been always treated as a partner, because in nomadic culture you survive together. You cross rivers, you cross mountains. There is no he, she, because they are both individuals. So different to the nations that have been settlers, they've been agrarians, the nomads, they treated women as a partner for the, as a priority of their relations. So even nowadays, when very little part of Kazakh people live nomadic life, shepherds and agriculture, cowboys or whatever call them, we live in the cities, but we treat women that way. The most important person in a Kazakh family is your grandmother. You have to remember that from the very first day, because she runs the house. And the Borte, his wife, she played a special role in Great Conqueror's Heart. And along with her formal title, the Empress of all Mongols, it was only her 4 sons, Jushi, Chagatai, Ugadei, and Tulu, who inherited the biggest empire of all times. Genghis Khan had other wives, but only the children of Borte became the heirs of the great Mongolian empire. And speaking about the play itself, we have to mention the author, Kazakhstan's most distinguished dramaturgist Ilassov, who is rightfully considered as a living classics of Kazakhstan. His plays have been staged in Europe and Asia in various world languages, and his works have been recognized by critics and readers for more than half a century. This project itself is initiated and arranged by the Eurasian Creative Guild, London-based NGO, which goal is to promote the national culture and ethnic diversity of the people across Eurasia. ECG has been successfully coordinating international co-projects in different countries since 2015. And the premiere of the play Borta, Empress of the World is planned in Melbourne in December 2022. And we were told that ECG has plans for world tour of this play in 2023. So we're looking very much forward for the London premiere, all of us here. And we are more than happy to support your organization and projects aiming at promoting Kazakh history, culture, and we hope to see more of this in the near future. And that actually explains why we're doing this presentation in this particular embassy. Because Borte, wife of Genghis Khan, she belonged to the tribes of Omrats, which is a Kazakh tribe. So she was a Kazakh originally that married a Mongol. Secondly, the role of women in nomadic culture has been always profound, and we're so happy that this play will highlight again these values that we cherish until today. And Kazakhstan is a very modern, dynamic country that promotes its culture, and would like you to know more about our way of life. That's why we're so honored to have you today, and I hope you will enjoy this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.